this morning with me, I get Roxlyn, Alvin, Finlay, and we dey discuss how for end a relationship the right way. Good morning.
It's good morning, Jawad, and good morning, listeners. Of course, it's a pleasure being back for the second time.
Yes, the pleasure is ours. So let we start. Is there really a right way for end a relationship? Because person go say, well, it's ending, no matter how you how fancy you make them look.
Yeah, and one thing we know, in as much as we dey try for educate we listeners them also, but now put yourself in the position, like me seated here now, I get me long-standing relationship, then all of a sudden, probably my partner just say, it's I don't want this relationship again. I think so we need to end them. So imagine the kind of excruciating pain we go come with. Imagine the kind of grief we get for come with. So now, in as much as we talk about ending a relationship the right way, but in actual fact, let me also know say there is no right way or best way for end a relationship. Because any way we try for end a relationship, you try for break up with your partner, it get for be painful, it get for be grieving, it get for be heart-rending. To some extent, emotionally, it get for drain you. Because looking at relationship, you don't invest a lot of time, you don't invest a lot of energy into making the relationship work. And all of a sudden, that person, they just gap one morning and tell you, say, you don't want you again, or you don't want the relationship again. Or maybe you just, by yourself, sit down and just say, you know what, this is the end of the relationship. I don't think say go work again. Both sides, whether or not you, they break the relationship, or whether or not the other person, they break the relationship, it is painful. So in as much as relationships are also different, people are different in a relationship. And people in needs in terms of relationship, why people go end the relationship, it different. It varies. Now, what me go to look for in a relationship, we probably not go day. We go make a decide for break up a relationship. Might be different from what you they look for in a relationship. Maybe you look out for attention and affection. Maybe me look out for something else, something that regards personality type. We get people every day dates for personality type. People in the win a career man that they want. People and they win a career woman and they want. That's personality type. If you're not getting kind people and they want the vibe, you get people where they look out for needs. What's in a needs? What do you think say you want from the relationship? Someone is okay, they look for man with tall, man will get six pack, man with cute, woman will get big waist, big eyes, woman will sabi talk and everything. That are the needs. What do you think say you get? So sometimes if you're in a relationship and you don't see that day in the person where you date, you can end up the relationship. Then also it's about feelings. The feelings get for be true because relationship now a two-way street. And I can tell people and say relationship now 50-50. The man they give 50, the woman they give 50%. And so imagine if the one person will for giving 50%, don't withhold in 50%. So which means you are only left with the 50% from the one person. And so the relationship cannot survive with just 50% in the relationship. It cannot. So it entails both sides giving and taking. But also we need to understand say the end of a relationship can always painful because you don't invest so much time, energy, and everything. But sometimes it's always best to be single than for day in the company of the wrong person, than for day in a relationship where emotionally, psychologically, and physically they drain you. You go there in some kind of relationship, you think this is not the best relationship for me, but it's not the best. But sometimes again, some people are not can come for realize this. Some man sometimes you tell you they realize them it all late. Or some man they don't even realize them at an early stage, but moving out from a relationship can be different for them. So we get different types of people, but there are different also scenarios where they make people move out from a relationship, where they make people break up a relationship. Person go just gap and say, Jawad, I don't want this relationship again. It must don't think about time. It must get reason. And the reason get for be true sometimes. So but it's painful when a man they end the relationship and also when a woman they end the relationship.
For some people, why is it even important for end the right way?
Important because if you want peace of mind, if you want collate, if you're not a man or woman where think say you dey give too much and maybe the person where you date not the give whatever you expect them for. It's about expectations again. But sometimes day back we can go into a relationship with extra amount of expectations. I can just tell people and say go into a relationship with normal expectation. This man he go love me or not, or this woman he go love me or not. But if you begin going into a relationship, this man get for be me man forever, this woman get for be me woman forever, till death to those parts. Now relationship where you don't begin think about that day. So there are some times when expectation can lead to frustration, and frustration and they bring depression sometimes. So you get for also know that in as much as you go to expectation, but don't go too much with many expectations. Go openly, freely, and see how the relationship they go. And as soon as they jolly on, when they see things then they go. But also then things and the way can happen in the relationship. You know, I can attribute and say it can also lead to so many things.
Okay.
So many things about the man and the woman. It's about waiting I want as a man. One of the seeing the woman where they date. Probably it's about me don't try for fix up the problem. The problem still not the fix up. It's about me communicating. The other day we talk about communication. It's about me communicating but my feelings not being met. It's about me saying the things but I know they see no impact to them. So at the end I can just save me breath and say, you know what, I not go continue for dire. You know, the woman can get there, that talk with them can say, not to me born bobo. So, you know, where you kill yourself for woman, for example, you the man, you kill yourself for woman, where you to go bury you, pass almost 1,000 woman there they go. Likewise, you the woman say you kill yourself for man, where they go you bury, pass almost man there they go. So sometimes the people can look at and that kind of way they say, but you know worthwhile. But any relationship will say you the give and you know they see nothing in return. Give that relationship question mark. Not totally end and question mark because what you do, all about relationship is about giving and subtracting and adding to some extent. But you just the give, then the person you know the give in return. Then maybe it's like the person just they take from you. Because sometimes you can be in a relationship with somebody where, of course, in the only thing we want from you not to love, maybe not sex, material things, or what you can offer best. But not love. So in that kind of relationship, then you go there for a long time. They feel say this person love me. You think say this person I'm a dream man, I'm a dream woman, not knowing that the person not even there into the relationship. So sometimes it's about you being sensitive about your relationship because now then you're able to determine whether this man or this woman serious about me. Being sensitive, think twice why you do go into a relationship. Let there be a reason. You the man, where you see the woman, why you want her? Is it because of lust? Is it because you want to get sex with him? You the woman, why you want that man? Is it because you see a future, you see a career, you see something inside of him? So let there be a reason why you go into a relationship. But most times people go into a relationship without clue, without reasons, and I make you can get break up.
Okay. And speaking about breakup now, how waiting at the right way them if you don't finally reach a point and you think I can't continue anymore, waiting at the right way them for finally break off with someone.
Okay, now if you don't reach to that point to say you don't judge yourself, you don't assess yourself and think say yes, I think it's time for me for left this relationship. No matter what I continue for, do this man or this woman go continue for be the same person. The first question for ask yourself, why you want for break up? Why? Because the why now the question where you for ask yourself internally. Are they break up because I think say this man not respect me, or this woman not respect me, or because I don't see any future with me and this person? Are they break up because I don't think say commitment go there? Are they break up because love not there again? Interest not there from your own side? I know they say are they break up because I just think say no man I waste my time? But also in that why way you ask yourself why are they break up, you also need for assess yourself internally. In as much as you assess your partner externally, you also assess yourself internally and see the love you get for that person. That love still there. Because sometimes the way somebody they hurt you in a relationship, you know, it reach to a peak that if you get love for yourself, the love they die. It reach to some point where in the interest level they die from your own side. So check yourself. You still get that same interest we get for that person. You still get that love we get for that person. You still get that respect we get for that person. If you see say all them things and it work, then it's time to say goodbye. That's one thing. After you ask yourself the why. 2, think about how life could be without that person. Because it's very important. Let you not just say at the break up, at the end up, think about it. Can you cope? Because beaucoup people and the reason why make them still there into toxic relationship, toxic marriages, now because not was saying they don't see the picture say this thing not get for work, but they are afraid of moving out simply because of loneliness. And some people the fear of being lonely, they make them there into relationship where they bring so much pain to them. So think about it. Can you cope with it, or can you really just not cope with it? Then if you can cope with it, then so be it. But also you get to understand say breaking up a relationship or ending a relationship not so easy. It's not so fast, it's not so quick, it's not so sweet and nice as how they talk. Because whether or not you they break the relationship with the person, it can be painful from your own side. Whether or not the person they break the relationship with you, even if you not be like the person, even if you not be love the person, even if not use you be use the person, the moment the person realize, say, you know, it's in this man or this woman, I just use it, use me, I think it's time to say goodbye. Even when the person they come and tell you, say, you know, it's in Jawad, let we just done this relationship. You must feel pain. Why you they feel pain? Not because you love them or you don't love them at all. You they feel pain because you want for continue for the user. So there are times some people are just there to just use you and not to love you. So in your relationship, if all that you don't know now, say breaking up not get for be easy, you get for be ready for waiting break up they come with feeling of loneliness, grief, heaviness. You get for get dandy. Or you get for cry sometimes. Because imagine you don't spend time with somebody for over 5, 6, 7, 10 years and more. Then all of a sudden the person say no one in the relationship.
For people, sometimes when they don't spend a long time in a relationship, especially if they're not married yet, they are afraid that I don't spend so much of my life inside this relationship that I can't break up with him or her and just move on.
Okay. Now, I can cite example of the religious books, them, the Bible and the Quran. You know, ever states this in a one pursue for they stay throughout your life. So for the fact that Bible and Quran don't give that kind ordination, they say, power partner, this man, this one great man where you date in your life, nine for day with you forever. You get for no say, not to all relationship get for last forever. Some relationship, no matter what you try for do, no matter what you try for fix them up, it's not just meant for work. And when a relationship is not meant to work, even if you try for force, I mean, not they work. If man not like you, not like you. If woman not like you, not like you. Even if you try for force, make a good face, try for say, my patient. Sometimes they will get people where they say, my wait now, labia for the pikin and sick, labia because people don't sabi me. But it's about your happiness. Instead of you doing a relationship for please friends, for please family members, for please other people where they look at you, please yourself. Because your happiness doesn't really matter. So for anybody within a relationship, you know they feel that thing, then also you not get the courage and confidence to move out. The reason why you not get the confidence to move out because you get so many factors really think about. If I left this man now, I go get what a man like him. If I'm left this woman now, I go meeting type. Sometimes we can always feel say something are just the one type. But one thing I believe, the population of the world now out of 7 point something billion, we all not to the same. We all different. God make we different. The same way Jawad go love you, there is all possibility for you meet somebody better than Jawad. No man is indispensable for say, after this man I not go get man again. No man not go say, after this woman I not go get her again. It's all about replacing people. It's about replacing your happiness. So you're in a relationship, before you continue for suffer silently, it's always best and nice that you take the decision. But the decision to move out of a relationship can be tedious. If you're not prepared for them, not venture. Because you're not going to tell me, say, you don't break up with this man, but yet still you get communication with the person. Yet still you do stuck on the person. Waiting and stuck, you want for waiting the person they do. You go on Facebook, either the person like, either the person comment on. Then funny, jealous and if you don't ready for end the relationship, say goodbye to it and move out. Not of us say like you to keep the person malice, but you try for make sure say all emotional attachment, because love is about emotional attachment. So anything we go carry with emotional attachment to you, you try for give way to them. So don't stalk the person. Not go begin look who they talk to or what they do. Not begin go na in area, begin go find out who they can go na also waiting. It's the end of the relationship. So, but you cannot stay in a relationship also, you know, they feel the vibe, you know, they feel the intimacy, you know, they feel the connection and love at all. Discipline. It's about you initially thinking about it and also giving instances why you want for let go or not. So if you're in a situation where you're not sure about, first thing, examine your relationship, examine your partner, examine yourself. Do you think there is any amount of love from your end or from your end? Do you think there is any amount of interest from both sides? Do you think that there is any amount of sacrifice again where you get for give? Or you think say now you Waterloo you don't reach, so you're not going to give again? If you think say now you Waterloo you don't reach, then well, best and nice for you to say goodbye, because it's best to be single than for being in a relationship with the wrong people. It's best for being single than for being in a relationship with somebody where emotionally, physically, and psychologically they drain you. Somebody we know they add, but just they minus from you. But when you decide for let's go, be sure about it and make sure it is firm and it falls for the betterment of your life.
All right, we've had a very, very productive discussion here this morning, and so for people, I know people and they would only reach out to we firstly they not even want a relationship weekend. They want us to keep bringing this. there are people who don't ask me how for reach you in case they want for get in touch even after here for maybe have some more conversations on a number of relationship issues.
All right, okay. I would say I'm on every other social media platform. Yes, be it Twitter, be it Instagram, be it Facebook, be it WhatsApp. But unfortunately, I don't give out my numbers simply because, me man, the pressure, easy.
So what's the
So
handle
for,
where then go?
for Facebook, you can go to Facebook and search for Roxlyn Alwyn Finley. It is ROCKSLYN, Roxlyn. ROCKSLYN, and Alwyn is ALWYN, and Finlay is FINDLAY. So go to Facebook, you can contact me privately, you can send me a message. Go into Instagram, it's the same. Of course, my videos are on TikTok where I give relationship advices, and of course you can go to Instagram, Twitter and all, but it's Roxlyn Alwyn Finley.